Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kai here, joined once again with DM, and we're going to be breaking down the tier list here on Maxwell GG. Link down in the description for this guide if you just want a written version of this. And we're going to be breaking down the legendary gems on all the ones, the best one to choose here in this game. Also, break down why you want to really maximize and level the 2 and 5-star versions of these, because there's a massive difference in the amount of stats you can get between these. So I figure the best place to start is going to be showing the difference on why you really want to prioritize these 2 and 5-star gems. It mainly comes down to the base stats you get, the big difference you get between the base stats on these gems here. So on a rank 1 gem, you get 8 ORDR and this 0.75 base attribute, and then it goes up as you level it, but that's where the starting base amount is. So at max rank on a 1-star legendary gem, you get 44 ORDR, and only 7.5% base attribute to all equipped gear, which is a big deal. But as we go down here, a 2-star version, when it's fully maxed out, gets 66 ORDR and 15% base attributes. Then when a 5-star is fully maxed out, you're going to be getting 240 ORDR and 50% base attributes. So you can see the exponential curve on just how big of a deal the better star gems are versus the lower ones. And so now that we kind of have an idea of why it's so important to get these 5-star, we can look at this tier list and kind of know the difference of what you're getting yourself into. These are, of course, incredibly rare, and you have to not only get the 5-star gem, but also it has to roll within there as well. And we can talk about that here in a bit, but I figured that's a good starting point to at least have this discussion. Starting with this, I figure let's start with the 1-star gems and what do you like? What are you seeing here in this tier list? Where do you want to start with these, the tier 1 gems?
I kind of like Berserker's Eye. Like, that's the one I keep coming back to. It's just pure damage. Increases all damage you deal, but increases all damage you take. Increases your critical strike damage, and then increases your magic find. I like all of those stats, so...
Yeah, they all seem great. Really solid base stats to really work with here. I do... You know, the unfortunate side effect could be able to take more damage, but I feel like in this game we're not going to really have to worry about that too much as long as you have the right defense rating. You have a ton of potential damage mitigation if you're overcapped on that particular effect.
And then hopefully you're killing everything so quickly you're not really getting hit too much anyway. If it's anything like the other Diablos, that's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, this game feels like it's always offense is the best defense kind of game.
Yeah, exactly. Just why I don't care too much about the damage I'm taking, but we'll have to see, like you say, because it seems like defense rating and being actually a little bit tanky is a little bit more important in this game.
Well, I was thinking that just because, like, we were looking at that defense rating on your the video that we just uploaded to your channel, and if you're overcapped on defense rating, you can get like 50% damage reduction there, which is pretty insane, and it makes it really easy to have a lot of damage mitigation without too much work required. And so then you could really maximize the offensive damage. So that's why I was thinking this Berserk guy looks really good, like you were saying, where it's like, okay, you might take a little bit more damage, but you don't really have to worry about that too much because it's pretty easy to have damage mitigation from what it looks like in this game.
Also, like the gem in the B tier, the Celad's Weakening, it does, you gain more damage after killing an elite, and then you increase your damage you do to elites. So maybe if you're speed running some of the rifts, and you're kind of targeting, like you're just kind of teleporting around and trying to get each one of the elites and go to the next spot, I could see that one being pretty good for that.
Yeah, I really like that, especially the for 60 seconds. It feels like that would be almost like a full uptime buff the second you kill that first elite.
It's pretty good. I mean, I'll take it, and that's at the beginning rank, so.
And then it's just only going to go up from there. Yeah, because like that 0.75 is like the starting base attribute. So it should go up to, I don't know, if I had to guess, what, like 11% increased damage? Maybe it goes up even more.
What's one you like out of the 2 stars then?
Okay, so I like this Fervent Fang one right here. It's like a mixture of the 2 gems, the rank 1 gems that you recommended. So you get the magic find, but you also get extra damage to elite monsters. It's just flat. You don't have to kill one or anything like that. But then the big thing right here is each attack you make against an enemy increases damage it takes from your attacks by 0.75% up to a maximum of 7.5 at 10 stacks. This is a very important legendary gem in Diablo 3. I feel like killing these bosses, unless you're a demon hunter, is actually going to be an issue. And having a stacking effect right here, where as you keep making the same attack on the character, it's going to really ramp up your damage and help out in clearing those bosses.
Yeah, this is basically Bane of the Stricken, if I remember right, from Diablo 3, which was I mean, I think it's a gem I'm using right now, my Diablo 3 wizard, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Also, I love that all of these, once you get them to rank 5, have Magic Find. If you notice, like pretty much every single gem I've seen so far has Magic Find.
Yeah, it seems like this is going to be the place to get it. Is having to rank up these gyms here.
Okay, so I want to explain one that I was looking at, which is the hunger. Now I know the hunger is probably not good because lifesteal might not be a thing, but I like having lifesteal in games because it's either really busted or it's not busted. So I like having more things that make lifesteal happen because this heals 5% plus 60% plus 60 life each time you kill an enemy, so you get a little bit of regen, right? And then increases your attack speed. This one increases your attack speed after you kill an enemy, basically. So you just go faster and faster, and then you heal and heal and heal. And I'm not quite sure how much we're going to need to actually regenerate in this one, because I know there's bandages in PvP, and I'm pretty sure there's still potions. So I'm not sure if this is going to be useful at all, but if I need a regen one, at least there's that. I could go through all these other ones and list like all the ones that are just basically the best damage, but I like having more of the unique ones. Most of these, well, Battle Guard is another one in the same tier that's kind of, I could see maybe being kind of unique, where it reduces damage you're taking. It's better than just all the other ones where it's like, dude, X% more damage in some, way. Summon a guy, do 3% bleed, something else. So I like that there's a variety of these.
Right, like, they're the more interesting ones to talk about for sure. Because let's look at the S tier ones. Like, so I brought an S tier one that is pretty much a no-brainer and going to be one of the best ones. It's well known in previous Diablo games that a gem exactly like this is already good. And then same here when it comes to power and command. Alternate states for every 9 seconds. Power increases your primary attack damage by 7.5%. Command increases all other skill damage by 7.5%. If you have 15% chance to still dispel a negative effect each time power and command alternate. So it's like a very good effect there. It increases your damage, removes negative effects. So I think that's pretty straightforward. But these situational ones, like you were saying, they're definitely a lot more interesting to bring up and discuss.
What's making me think about it so much is because I was going down, I was reading the Unity Crystal. And while we were sitting here talking about this, I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what, I can see why no one's going to use this, because it's kind of this weird mechanic of you all split each other's damage. But then the more I got thinking about it, I'm like, I wonder if you had some kind of crazy build where literally everyone in your party has this when you're pushing. And the concept is you're just so tanky that you can, push the rifts really far. I'm curious to see if anyone ends up doing some wacky stuff like that at the top,
So I've watched some videos on the raid bosses, and I was seeing like everyone, like most of the group was falling off. I don't know if that was, or dying. I don't know if that's actually like they weren't good at the raid, or if the damage is just so high that if you share damage, people are just going to start getting one shot. And it's all about the range characters to just not take any damage at all. And then it's all the melee people just have to kind of survive and provide buffs. I just don't know. We'll have to see when we play the game, but
yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. Like the boss is a one-shot mechanic, and since you're splitting the damage, it just one-shots the whole raid.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah. And so it's like, all right, get this out of here.
Like, all right, let's look at the 5-star gems, eh?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
I mean, the one at the top seems. I mean, Blood-Soaked Jade seems like a pretty obvious one.
Just the raw stats, like even if we remove the effect of these, the raw stats you gain with a legendary 5-star gem over the other ones almost makes it just worth it, just because of the ORDR and the benefit to your primary stats. But the effect increase all damage you deal by up to 10% of your movement speed, by 10% with less damage bonus, the lower your life to a minimum of 5%, and then take 2.5 decreased damage while below 50% life. And then lastly, going to be increases the chance to find find items by 15% at rank 5. So that seems really good.
I was reading here that also the Phoenix Ashes legendary gem. This is basically the set that my wizard has in Diablo 3. It prevents fatal damage and then grants a shield for 6 seconds that absorbs 150% of your life and damage. Cannot occur more often than once every 300 seconds. So at the base level, I'm assuming that'll go down. When the shield expires, heal for 20% of the remaining value. And then that has a 300-second cooldown. So every 5 minutes, you get basically a free res. And then there's a typo, but it says, when the shield expires for 50% of the remaining value. That's all it said. When the shield expires, heal for 50%. Oh, when the shield expires, heal for 50% of the remaining value. I'm wondering how often that's going to be, because the problem is it's a mobile game and there's no hardcore. So there's how far do we really have to walk? You know what I mean, to get back? Like how much time is this actually going to save me? But this could. I wonder if this would be good in PvP, maybe.
Yeah, just maybe combine that with the Tryndamere passive that Berserkers have.
Oh, like the cheat death.
Yeah, you go cheat death plus that, and then just double Tryndamere.
I don't know.
That'd be pretty funny.
It's the cancer. I can see it already. You know, I know these poison ones are probably good, but like these seem very boring to me.
But which one?
The poison one, where it's like you have a 5% chance to poison enemy. Like it's just so boring to me. I hate the ones where it's like it does a little bit of damage slowly over time. It just. Well, I'd rather have one like this one where you blow up randomly. Like the more exciting than gems. I know that's not the way Diablo works. We're supposed to go all the numbers, but my God, these ones seem much more exciting.
Well, if you're gonna get this crazy rare drop, I want to feel like I have this awesome new ability, you know, like, and the ones with a way more interesting effect are gonna be the ones that I'm definitely more excited about pulling than like, oh, okay, yeah, you can see when it ticks there, it does a little bit more damage, and it's super rare. Trust me.
Like, what would you rather have? Something that's a 5% chance to poison, or this one that has a 30% chance to summon a fucking spirit wolf?
Yeah, that's way better. Which one? I'm assuming that's Howler's Call. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it doesn't. These don't seem like a very much of a no brainer to me. I'd rather have the giant wolf that comes screaming down there, or a shadow clone of myself.
Yeah, I wonder if the animation is awesome. Like, hopefully, it's like an actual dope wolf that comes through the screen instead of this little tiny pet-looking thing.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Yeah, this looks great though. Echoing Shade. Check this one out. Attacks 15% chance to summon a shadow clone for 6 seconds at the base level. They gain some of your abilities. What if they gain like their own golem and guys? So like I just have another necromancer, just making a ton of little dudes.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be actually pretty funny. You look like one of those base ships in like Protoss. You have all these minions coming through.
The mothership coming by. I can't wait to try these out, man. These gyms are actually getting me pretty stoked.
We're most likely gonna be waiting for a while. You mean not to just be an absolute buzzkill, but these are the rarest of all right now, Eric. Yeah, just fully killing the mood.
Now you're forgetting that we are going to be pay to winning.
Oh yeah,
and we're going to be we're going to be stuffing those crests and
earn these. We're going to earn these gems so 100%. Hard. Yeah.
I'm going to be. I'm earning the money outside of the game. Is what I'm earning.
There we go. Okay, so I think that should do it for this video. Also, keep in mind that all of these stats here. In the green, this is the bottom version of it. Like so it's gonna be, they're even way more powerful than this. So I wonder if it's like a 60% chance to summon a spirit wolf that inflicts, 200% damage to all enemies.
It's gonna be a wolf all over the map. There's gonna be tons of wolves in this game.
But I think that should do it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think is the best legendary gems. Which ones are you guys most excited for?
Comment, subscribe.
And absolutely do that as well. And with that, guys, we are out of here. Peace.
More Minecraft Let's Plays.